It is very difficult for a woman to go into food processing for several reasons. The first reason is the lack of knowledge, the lack of adequate knowledge for the product, the processing itself, but also for the needs of the market. If you're going to process food, you're going to process it for which market? You need the financing to be able to buy the necessary equipment or to acquire the necessary technology to enable you to process the products, and you need the operations finance to be able to purchase all the other services that are necessary for processing. Now, if you go with an idea to a commercial bank to ask for financing for processing, most of the time, it's just at an idea stage, it's going to be very difficult to get financing for it. Even if it's a bankable idea, it's an implementable idea, it's very difficult to get financing for it. And also, what is going to happen after you process the food? You need to get it out into the market, and what are the channels that you're going to get those products out into the market? Those are the main challenges that are there in agro processing. I think collaborating with research is a very, very important aspect in successfully being able to process food. Because when you're processing, you're transforming the product from one state to another. How are you going to dry it? What is the environment that you require for drying? This drying is the simplest of the processing, but when you start drying, what is the atmosphere that you need up to? What is the percentage of the humidity in the air that you require to process, to pack a product? So research in all aspects is important in processing. If it is a product like tomatoes, something that you're going to really transform, doesn't require oxygen when you're packaging it. So research along that side is very important. Yes, I have had to look for international expertise in all the processing, activities that we do for herbal tea processing, for processing of cocoa beans. We didn't have that technology in Uganda, and in order for us to come up with products that are meeting the food safety standards, we must tap into international technology.
How did you find it? In Italy?
I found, no, not only Italy, through through universities, through my contacts with universities and contacts with business operators, mainly business operators in Europe.
So which university did you contact, and then which country in Europe?
For cocoa beans, we have collaborated both with the Cocoa Research Institute of Ghana and also with the University of Trinidad, which has an excellent center for cocoa research. For herbal infusions, herbal teas, we've collaborated mainly with a Dutch distributor. And this enabled us to get the information and the knowledge that we need to package, to process and package those goods correctly. The main difficulty is really the financing for being able to get the professors or the research resources. And this we would have to do it usually differently. We have to go to a financing institution and propose a project that allows us to buy the services of the research institutions.
You go to a financial institution, but would you go also to research funding opportunities?
I have not been able to tap into research funding opportunities, but I think that if I went as an entrepreneur to a research funding institution, probably they would, I would have to have already an agreement with a research institution, then probably we'll be able to tap into the financing. But I usually first go to international social finance institutions, then propose to them the idea that in order for me to succeed, I do really need a research institution on board.